What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. I don't know about you guys, but I've been up all day. I'm almost ready to take a nap. um, Me and the boys been up. We have been cleaning. We have um been doing yard work. We've been having important communications, conversations, and um it's just been a really productive day today already. And so, yeah, but I'm ready for this conversation and, you know, ready to get it going. So without further ado, you guys, it's your girl Jen in the building with another beautifully you conversation, right? And I do these conversations because I feel that it's a responsibility um to my peers, to my people, to the people who I surround myself with, that when you learn something and you think that it could be of value to someone else, to someone else's life, to their situation, then you share that, right? The podcast is called Beautifully You because it's a process. It is a journey. Your life is a process of becoming beautifully you. And so, when I started doing this, I just started really talking about so many different topics. And I didn't even have a name for my podcast. It wasn't even supposed to be a podcast, but that's what it turned into. And, based on all the conversations, that's the title that I came up with. And so I give information based on the journey of becoming you. And so I don't know if you guys see my title. If you haven't, the title of today's conversation is called Nurturing Self-Awareness. And I knew about awareness, right? And, knowing yourself, but I read this book. It's called Emotional Intelligence 2.0. And it is a super powerful book. If you haven't read it, if you don't know what it is, this is it. Emotional Intelligence 2.0. I thought it was pretty cool because it had like a little test that you take before you read the book, and it lets you know where you are at this point. And then in the book, it gives you different strategies to improve your emotional intelligence. And then you can take the test again later to see where you are after implementing these strategies. So, super good book. Highly recommend it if you haven't already read it. But um, let's get to this conversation. How are you guys doing? Where are you guys tuning in from? I am in the beautiful city of Sacramento. The weather has been crazy, but today, this past week, it's been beautiful. So as soon as we're done here, I'm going to go back outside and go enjoy some of this vitamin D because I miss it. It makes me happy. So you guys, we're going to start off the conversation with what is self-awareness, right? Self-awareness is the ability to recognize and understand your own thoughts, your emotions, your behavior patterns. It involves you being aware of your strengths, your weaknesses, your values, your beliefs, and how all of these factors influence your behavior with other people, right? Um, like I said, it's a key component to emotional intelligence. Look, in the book, let me show you the first one, self-awareness strategies. Super important to self-awareness, right? It plays an important role in your personal and professional development. It also enables you to identify things in yourself, like the different biases that you may carry, assumptions, limitations that you put on yourself, right? It allows you to identify all of these things. And really, when you're able to identify these things, you can take the steps to overcome these, right? To be the person that you really, really want to be, and reflect on those things, right? Um, Self-awareness also involves being able to regulate your emotions. I know that's a big thing, right? How do you regulate your emotions? We're going to talk about it. But it also allows you to manage your reactions to, any situations. But what I want to highlight in this is the challenging situations, because when you have self-awareness and emotional intelligence, you react differently to things, right? And when you can recognize your emotional triggers and learn strategies to manage those, you improve your resilience and how you cope with the different stress and anxiety that you may be experiencing, right? So it's overall self-awareness, it's having an understanding of who you are. It's a clear understanding, a clear picture of who you are and how you relate to the world around you, right? It's an ongoing process of reflection, observation, self examination, and in turn, that all leads to a greater personal development, a growth, and um, really an overall more fulfilling life, right? So, why is it important to nurture it? My God, I can tell you so many different reasons why, and we can be here all day. So I'm going to keep it short and simple, right? There's benefits, and one of the benefits of nurturing your self-awareness is that you become a better decision maker, right? When you're self-aware, you are better equipped to make decisions that align with your personal values, your goals, your dreams, desires, and um, you're less likely to make impulsive decisions based on emotions. I'm still working on it. I promise. I don't I share this stuff because I'm learning it, but um my impulsive thing is sometimes when I go shopping and I do impulse buying, I'm still working on that, but other than that, it's pretty okay. It also helps you to improve relationships. When you are self-aware and you know what's triggering you, what your emotions are, and how they affect your relationships, it allows you to communicate better and more effectively, because half the time when you're upset, we project that onto other people, and that's when it starts to affect the relationships. People don't want to be a punching bag for you, right? So it's going to allow you to improve your relationships because you're able to better manage your emotions. Um, it helps you to increase your personal growth, right? Self-awareness can help you identify areas that you need in personal growth and improvement, because you're always self-reflecting. And if you're always looking at yourself and you're really diving deep into it, you're going to see certain things, and you're going to be able to point out in yourself, you know what? I don't like the way that I reacted to this, or why did I do this, right? So it's going to increase your personal growth. Um, it reduces your stress. It reduces your stress and anxiety because you're able to recognize the triggers that cause these things, right? You're able to recognize and understand and deal with them accordingly so that you're not so stressed out or burdened with anxiety, right? Um, I know that I used to be a person who always wore stress. Like I just, oh my God, this bill's due. Like so much worry and anxiety, and it was because of how I grew up in my survival. But when I started this path on personal growth and self-development, I noticed that my stress and anxiety levels have gone down, and now I deal with things so much differently. Like it's peaceful. It's so peaceful. And so yeah, self-awareness, it's going to help you to manage your stress and anxiety better. Um the greatest part about this, I think, is your level of self-acceptance. When you get to know who you are and the person that you really are and who you want to be, you can nurture yourself to become that. You accept yourself fully. You accept yourself with all the flaws, knowing that you are continuously improving. So, self acceptance. big, big, big thing for me, especially with everything going on. And it's a lot, and I don't want to go too deep. I want to give you these things because I will go left and we will be here all day. But in short, nurturing yourself awareness can help you to lead a more fulfilling life, a more meaningful life. And so you definitely want to work on these things. That's why it's important. So um, I wrote a few things down on how to nurture your self awareness. And let me just tell you, it's baby steps. When you are trying to make a change, it's a change in your daily habits. Don't beat yourself up, but try them, right? So, nurturing self awareness. You can practice mindfulness. For me, um, that could mean prayer. It could mean meditation. It could mean painting a picture or drawing or um, messing around, trying to garden outside, something that's just peaceful, mindfulness. Mindfulness is being fully present and in the moment and aware of your thoughts, your feelings, um, all the bodily sensations that you get from doing what you're doing, but without judgment, right? So it can help you become more aware of your habitual patterns of thought and behavior. Reflect on your experiences. This one is huge. For this one, I would recommend journaling. And when I journal, there's specific questions that I ask myself, right? Because I'm not just journaling to write down stuff. I'm journaling to get to know myself, to understand myself better, right? So some of those questions um, to get to know you when you're journaling. What did I do well today? What challenges did I face? What was I feeling? How did I respond? In retrospect, would I have responded differently if I was feeling a little bit different? If I was managing my emotions a little bit better, this is the reflection part. Um, what strengths did I use to keep me focused on the best version of myself? What is my intention for tomorrow? And what triggered positive feelings? And when you bring all of this stuff to light, when you focus on this, what you focus on grows, right? So reflect on your experiences, seek feedback. You are not the only person in the world. And really, self awareness too is being able to understand how other people see you too. And it can help you see other people's perspective, because how you may be coming off may not be how other people are seeing you. So that lets you know that there's something else that you could be working on, right? So for me, what I like to do when I'm asking for feedback, sometimes it's in the moment or after situations happen, I felt like I could have handled that differently, or, what do you think? Because I trust your judgment and I trust you to be honest with me, because I know that your intention is only to make me a better person and to grow in situations like this, right? But what I do is every few months, maybe sometimes annually, um, I will send questions to people that are closest to me to evaluate my behaviors, the person that I am, what they see in me, what growth, um what areas that I need to do more development in, right? So ask for feedback from your friends, your family, your colleagues, but people who are going to be honest with you and people who love you and want to see you grow. Always, always, always. And listen to their perspective and reflect on how their feedback aligns with your own self-perception. Like I said, who you are and what other people perceive you as could be different. So don't be afraid to ask for that feedback. And um, I had to tell people too, it's not you judging me, it's you helping me to grow. Because they're like, well, who am I to say where you need to grow and develop? Well, it's not that you're saying where I need to grow and develop, it's just saying what you see. And I'm trusting that you're going to give me your honest feedback about who I am, right? So find those people who can be honest with you. Um, Engage in self-reflection. That's a whole part of the journaling too, but you want to reflect on your personal goals, your values, your strengths. Um, Spend time with that to get a deeper understanding of yourself and what motivates you. right? So kind of just meditate on that sometimes. Every morning, I read my goals, I say my prayer, and um, that's really the moments where I get the most self-reflection. It's the time that I get to sit with God, and I can be honest with myself too. You know, if I've been through a situation and I say, you know what, I could have handled that better, um, things like that, right? Self-reflection. Pray about it. Challenge your assumptions, okay? Be opening to question your assumptions. Being aware and on a personal growth and development journey, you really have to be open-minded because we're programmed from birth. We are programmed from birth. So if you are in the process of trying to reprogram yourself, then you need to be open-minded because everything isn't always what it seems. Be open-minded. Question your assumptions, your beliefs, and this can help you to become more self-aware when you examine your thoughts and beliefs and influence in your actions and behaviors. Practice self-compassion. Guys, we can be our own worst critics, and sometimes we judge ourselves to the point to where it gets negative, and then it's no longer helping you, it's hurting you, right? So treat yourself with kindness, show yourself love, show yourself grace. You're on a path and you're moving, and that's what's the most important. And you have to start somewhere, and everybody is going to be on a different spot, but don't be hard on yourself because of where you are. And in time, you'll look back and you'll be so far ahead and you'll be grateful that you even started, right? So practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your flaws and your limitations without judgment and work to improve yourself with compassion and patience. So those are the things that I have on how to nurture your self-awareness. So does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Um, I have these conversations live so that we can divulge into some type of dialogue if needed, if wanted. Um, but if nobody has anything, any questions, comments, if you did get some value out of this, make sure that you like and share this post. I'm sure that there's somebody that you know who needs to see it. I hope it was helpful. I hope that you gained a new perspective, and I hope that you go out and apply it. Remember that self-awareness is a journey. It's not a destination. So, like I said, give yourself grace. It takes time and patience and a lot of self-love. So, like I said, have an amazing day, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in always. Like I said, like and share this post. If it helped you, if it didn't help you, maybe it can help someone else. But take what you need. I hope it helps. You guys have an amazing, amazing Saturday. I am going to go get some sun in my life. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.